Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and taking care of yourself. So, students, in our previous classes, we have discussed about what is soil, composition of soil, and how is soil formed. That is the process of weathering. We have also discussed about all the three processes of weathering. That is physical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. So, students, today we are going to discuss on another topic, that is soil erosion, its type, and conservation. So, before going to the conservation, let us discuss what is soil erosion. Soil erosion is the natural process in which the top layer of soil is carried away by the physical forces like wind and water. We can also define soil erosion as soil erosion is the washing or blowing away of the top layer of soil. Erosion can be by water, wind, tillage, or it involves three distinct actions, that is soil detachment, movement, and deposition. You know very well, students, as I've told you earlier, topsoil is the most fertile part of the soil. Just because this soil contains most organic nutrient rich material. This soil contains humus, some living organism like insects, millipedes, centipedes, earthworm. Similarly, this layer contains dead remains of plant and animals. So this layer of soil is very good for the growth of plant. Similarly, this layer contains all the nutrients for the growth of plant. So, student, this is the layer that farmer wants to protect for growing their crops, and rankers want to protect their growing grasses for their cattle to graze on. So there are various ways by which this fertile topsoil is lost and wasted. So let us discuss how this soil is being eroded. What are the factors for soil erosion? Causes of soil erosion. Students, soil can be eroded by two processes, natural processes and by human activities. By natural processes, soil can be eroded by water and wind, and by human activities, soil can be eroded by overcropping, overgrazing, and deforestation. So, let us discuss the natural method of soil erosion. You know very well, students, land that does not have plants growing on it is called barren land. You might have seen your playground that doesn't contain any plants. So whenever the land is left the land is left without cultivation, or the land which do not have any vegetation is called barren land. Barren land gets eroded at a faster rate. Why it is eroded at a faster rate? Just because barren land do not have any plants. So this barren land gets exposed to heat and sunlight, and it dries up quickly. Then dry, loosened topsoil easily removed by the wind and flowing water. This is how, in the absence of vegetation, it causes soil erosion. As you can see here in this picture, student, this land doesn't contain any plant. So in the absence of plant, it get dry easily by the action of heat, and this soil can easily blow away with strong winds and flow with the moving water. Yes, as I've told you, when strong winds blow, the topsoil along with the organic matter is carried away by the wind. And this happens more often when land is not covered with grasses or plants. Such conditions are very common in desert. You might have seen in the areas of Rajasthan and semi-desert regions also, the areas near to the Rajasthan, where you might have seen strong winds are blowing and taking a lot of dust particles and soil along with them. Okay, now let us discuss how water is responsible for soil erosion. Students, similarly, like you have seen that the wind takes all the soil, take the dry soil from the barren land. Strong winds blow away the dry soil along with it. Similarly, when it rains in the hilly areas, the soil get washed away towards the plains, and this running water deposit the mineral rich soil in the river bed, and over the years this deposition of soil changes the course of the river, so this can lead to the floods which causes the destruction of life and property. So this is how water erosion leads to loss of agriculture potential. And you also have seen, students, whenever there's a flood or water is blowing to the river banks, then they carry the topsoil of the river bank along with it. So that is how water is responsible for soil erosion. Now let us discuss about the human activities. Students, you have seen very well, farmers takes their cattle to the ground, farmer takes their cattle to the forest for grazing. So when cattle are allowed to graze on the same field repeatedly, on the same field again and again, then all the available grasses including roots are eaten by them, and this makes the topsoil vulnerable to wind and flowing water and leading to soil erosion. As you can see, students, in this picture, so many cattle when feed on the same field again and again, then they eat up all the grasses along with the roots and make the land barren. And whenever the land is barren, it is exposed to wind and water and causes to soil erosion. So overgrazing by cattle leads to the destruction of plants, and it gradually makes the land barren. And as you know very well, once the natural cover, once the vegetation is lost, the land becomes exposed to wind and flowing water, and it leads to soil erosion.